Greetings, traveler.
I won't let you down.
I hate that Council has a decent win rate, but that's probably just because Warlock has a decent win rate, right? Yeah, Warlock cards in general just do well. Okay, so Shadow Council scores below Argent Squire, Carpet, but Carpet's low sample size. Battle Mage, Abusive Sergeant. We could try it. Oh, yeah. Alright, I guess. I hate it already to pick. Okay. Double Hellfire. It's a fun card, but what if you don't enjoy playing with it? Then it's not a fun card, right? Hail for tokens. Too cute. Too long term. Apotheosis when you have tap. It's gotta be really good, right? You can't tell us what fun is. You guys can't tell me what fun is. Boom. You want all three? It's not the Nova. You got two Hellfires. I think it's the Infernal. How can it not be Mind Control? Because you're playing more Warlock. You're playing Warlock with some Priest support. You're not playing Priest with Warlock support. Mind Control not as good in Warlock, right? Oh man. And we get to discover the Priest card as well, right? Because we're Priest. Oh man, that's... All this heal with the Warlock hero power is so dirty. Holy shit. Even Potion Vendor's not the worst, but we'll take our first 4. Okay, give it a shot. Oh. Now we're talking. Reaver seems just stupid good. I think we're stable enough early to go with initiation. Earthen Ring would be super decent as well. I think I'll take Infiltrator now. Another Homunculus or another Reaver? Homunculus is just such an insane card. If you have it in the mulligan, the game just feels over. I think I will go Homunculus. It's just really dumb when it hits. Reaver, not many big removal. I feel like big removal is just kind of awful right now. Like everything's got an effect or a death rattle or initiative or whatnot. It happens so rarely that the opponent's just like, I play a thing. I kill your thing. Nothing happens, right? It's like, I play a thing. It has rush. It's a Proto Drake. It's a 4/9 Mage Scribe that already used its effect. It just feels so rare that you are just really happy to harder move. So, really not a big fan of hard removal. Unless it's like the, unless it's like a polymorph, right, that gets through that. Aeon's not only hard removal? No, not at all, not at all. But the argument was made for hard removal. What if it's a 7/7 Taunt Dragon? Yeah, I mean, then it hits hard. But I mean, you guys are now talking to me as if there's no upsides to playing a 1-mana 2/5 Dormant Taunt. Right? Of course, there's situations where the Reaver is amazing. But this thing on turn 1 is always amazing. Alright. I'm just going off what I've seen so far. So let's go with that, and if we run into trouble, we run into trouble. Oh, look, showed up anyway. That thing on 6 is crap, Homunculus? I mean, not even, right? We can tap. We can fill it. It's a bad late game top deck. Yeah. And Reaver in your opening hand is not great either. I'm not sure whether it's the right pick, guys, but I don't know. I just don't enjoy when we're just throwing out these like standalone things like drawing a 1-mana card on turn 6 is not good. I'm like, yeah, we still draft 1-mana cards, don't we? Especially in Warlock, especially with double Evil Genius. Renew. Because we're not a priest, right? We're a Warlock.
That's an upgrade. Probably.
I think Reaver is a very, very strong card. This is not me dissing Reaver. It's just that from what I've felt right now, if we get to play that on 1, I think we're in a very, very, very good spot. The Hellfires are a bit weird in the deck, but we kind of got them forced on us early. And we can use them for reach. Ooh, nice. Guess I could play that first. Double Homunculus only. But Skeletal Dragon is just super fucking dumb. And I can play it on turn 6 if I studies on 5. So I'll just take it over, Alex. I think that Alex would have been a very solid pick as well, with having life tap and Homunculus being the only dupe. To have 6 mana. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Just plowing through. Mana Saber uncontested. Just doing Mana Saber things. We're in such an incredible position. We can sort of do what we like. To fill the mana properly is a little weird. Unless we just don't care about any of the freezes, but maybe we don't. Guess we don't really care about the freezes. Fun game, right? That's why I like the cheap cards, because I feel like the deck just gets started at some point. I just need to not get run over. But it's very possible that Reaver's better in the end for the deck.
Anduin versus Uther.
I will fight with honor.
Light smiles upon
Choo-choo! You could keep this. But we have two imprisoned, right? Homunculus, so I'm gonna go hard for one of those. Ooh, that's a pog. So I don't play with this, so you guys are just gonna get frustrated. Because I look at the having a Vow Fiend and a Mana Saber, and I'm like, yeah, that's good. Like, I'm not turning a Vow Fiend into a random Demoner.
here for the door.
We'll see, maybe next turn. All your cards are good, you'll never play it. See, that's why I don't like to pick it, right? But now maybe we get to play something. Yeah, I just don't Shadow Cancel in this deck, right? Tyrant on 7. Can also give you a 5/7 Vow Fiend, but you refuse it. Yeah, no, I'm not saying that it's not the right play to do it on 1. I'm saying that I just don't have experience with it, so I guess we just don't play it. Couple ways to go about this. Mana Saber into Initiation could just be good enough. I think so, yeah. I don't like the 3/3 getting clapped by either of these. If the 3/3 hits here, our board gets cleared. That's not good. Do it. I can't play it anymore now, guys.
We must cleanse the sun well.
Oh, they're keeping the poison alive. It's kind of nice for it. Tapping doesn't feel great. What do we pick cancel over? No clue. No, we cannot play it anymore. Look, we have a plan. We cannot play this. Look, I have a 7 mana Tyrant. We have this. Like, we can't play it. Oh yeah, power infusion. Yeah, I kind of want the power infusion. We can play it maybe after we've dumped this, this, and this. Alright. Tyrant stabilizes really hard here. Tyrant on 6. Nothing wrong here. Now we have the death. It's huge. Alright. Now I can be talked into Death Shadow Council, but at the same time I have Initiation ready. So, still inclined to not do it.
Don't keep your thoughts to yourself.
Play my dragon, can't quit. What a stupid tempo swing. I played a Tyrant on turn 6. What the fuck? Yeah, I mean, yeah, pack it up plays. That's just dumb, right? I played a Tyrant on 6. Like, what are you gonna do, right? You're trying to kill a Warlock Priest and they play a Tyrant on 6.
Anduin versus Gul'dan.
Your soul shall be mine.
The light shall bring victory.
Oh. Fuck off then. I was like, well, nah, never mind. Alright. 2 mana kill a 12/12. Yeah. Oh my god. Warlock mage. So mainly a mage, right? I need to wait on 3 to do this, right? Pass into bomber.
I wonder.
Coin bomber is just so awkward if bomber dies.
Quickly.
Too awkward. Oh, thank God.
Wanna blow something up?
Not what I had in mind, but okay. Okay, that works.
That's an upgrade. Probably.
Should put air for Direwolf. But imagine getting punished at any point, at any time. Greetings, fellow humans. Okey-dokey.
Choose quickly.
Your mind for its bonds. A charming composition.
Sure. I had a good tempo play there with the Reaver, but I didn't love it. Didn't feel like AoE, but never sure, of course. We can try to Lackey the Reaver when we kill a priority target. We could try to Lackey the Giant if we see it. Kill that one, because just in case, choose one cards. Never know when those Priest Warlocks get their choose one cards. I would rather not. This is very, very awkward. I think I will just Reaver and bump. The other one is Dread Infernal. Trade off your minions. That seems bad. It may not even work this way. I'm pretty sure those similar cards have worked the same in the past. Oh yeah, here we go. Kinda cold. Okay.
Don't keep your thoughts to yourself.
Ooh, big hit. Very big hit.
Double time and double damage.
Part of me wants to evolve this. I guess we should. This just feels like we're gonna get cleared. Okay, that's annoying. That's annoying to AoE down at least.
What a tragedy! Better write this down.
No, not like that. We got Dread Infernal. Like, we're fine. Like, it's not a big deal. It's just a very nice way to kill him. But we've been tapping very nicely. I'll just play Piggy for tempo at this point. Get a 1/1 token on board, might matter. Force the hero power on the pig. Don't have it. Ooh. Hunter with Priest. How's that going, Stein? I think I just take the spells now, right? 9/9. I'm thinking if I go Magecrap and Coil, I can get it out. But the other one is I just initiation that, right?
I must consider.
But freeing up the spells now and still having initiation. You're fine with not initiating? Yeah, I think so. Initiation is obviously super strong, right? You get a 9/9. But then I have to like just tap straight away and it gets a little bit more... Eh. We got Apotheosis, right? I'll just play this. We could have quickly done studies. That would have been better. But I didn't want to have, you know, didn't want to get in trouble for time. But just dumping 5 health on us. I mean, I know it's not great, but whatever, right? Good enough. There we go. Now we have MC and initiation. Let's hope it's enough. How much damage do we have? Quite a bit. Oh, it's not enough. Can't initiate that. Can't MC it.
I wonder.
Close to killing them. Close-ish at least. Not close enough.
I must consider.
What's the play? What am I not seeing? Apotheosis for trading works kind of well. Apotheosis Hellfire clears. Going to Apotheosis for sure. It's huge. Discover a Reaver? Yeah, I think that's the right play as well. I think just discovering the Reaver is just the right play. Ordering was off there. I just knew I was going to Apotheosis that turn.
So many possibilities. Your wish is my suggestion.
Big healing. Just beat a guy named Salt Deposit with 1 health left. Yep.
The void is filled with many whispers.
Okay. Sloppy game by us, but... fine. Yeah, DQA is F and losing, that hurts. That's not a good confidence builder there. Oh, Homunculus on 1.
Bring victory.
I'll keep Genius because we have ways to trigger it. So need to figure it out. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Oh man, this is nasty. Reported for cheating? I mean, that's why you can't... Oh, no. You can't get this if you don't draft it, right? I feel like this goes underappreciated a lot of the time. What's your mulligan secret? I actually draft the 1-drops. That's my secret. So we can actually get them. It sounds like stupid, right? But a lot of people don't bother, so they don't get these hands. Alright, this is a bit of an awkward one. I think I might just studies and chill. You could go like Aug Merchant, sack it immediately. That sounds awful. Twin Tyrant is still just stupid as ever. Can get what you don't draft. Spelkin on 3 could help. Yep, but we're gonna get lucky, so I don't think we need to help as much as a turn 6 potentially Tyrant. The Shadow of Pain hurts a lot. But the coin is too flexible for us, I think. It's one of those hands where we just want to stretch it a little bit. Ooh, that's big. Not pain. Wow. Yeah, that talk about something working out. The hot hit and coil is a little bit too nice, I think. So we still have access to Coin Tyrant on 7.
I must consider.
You've got me fucking right. Now we're cooking.
You got me.
Ah.
I wonder.
I might actually kill that. Yeah, we actually have a really solid way of killing it. It just requires us to use coin or trade this off.
Hot streak.
I think I'll just save coin. That was an awfully executed turn in terms of what goes first and all that. But it's fine in the end. I like the flexibility too much of playing both the 8 drops on 7 and 8. I was thinking about Power Word Feast for a little bit there as well. But I think just having Death ready versus Priest seems fine.
So many
We also don't have the Priest hero power, I gotta keep that in mind.
so many options.
The game gets a lot more difficult if you're really trying to preserve. Swap that, because why not? Sure. Yeah, because we're playing against mainly another priest. I think I'll still just tap, right?
A little
I guess Betrayal is also a thing, but we got the 1/1s in the middle. It's probably not too bad. It's a super fine Tyrant. I was ready to play Dreadlord. I was ready to play Dreadlord, but this is more than fine. The pressure is just insane. Sure. So is this where you counsel after death? I don't mind giving that a go. Ah yes, dormant minions. I think I just tap. I don't think I want the Satyr. I think I want the Ganark.
Not too quickly.
They cannot stop my work.
Rift's Cleaver is really solid though.
So many options.
Oof. You show those 1/1s.
I do.
Anduin versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
The light shall bring victory.
Demon Hunter. What is this game modes? Arena, dual class arena. Council carried, big time. I mean, they conceded the turn after we played Council. That's no coincidence, right? Let's be real here. The opponent carried us. Hey, that's rude. You can't say that. It's rude. You were yoking. Haha, XD. Good yoke. Hmm. Interesting.
Not too quickly.
That's an upgrade. Probably. That's an upgrade. Probably.
My cards. No.
You've got me fired up.
Alright, we got initiative. Their coin's gone. It's pretty good for us. What is this? Ah, that is that.
I must consider.
Wanna blow something up?
Now we're cooking.
Full HP. Your Gurabashi Immolation Hour combos killed 3 people now. Feels good, man. Trade initiation is super fine. Kill it with a 6/9.
I wonder.
Some awkward things, right?
Hoo-hoo, yeah, you got it.
I brought enough for everyone.
You win this.
Like a frothing berserker type feel.
Anduin versus
This ends now.
The light shall bring victory.
Alright, so the middle two stay every time. This one is super fine to fill curve. This is super flexible. We can keep the whole thing. We can keep just the conjure and start looking for genius. This is spoiled for choice, right? The base minimum is awesome. You're going to get an awesome opener. But this is where you grind out those last few percentages, right? There's nothing wrong with keeping all. But it could be that the higher win rate lies in throwing something for trying to find genius. It's very safe. I think I'll give ourselves slightly higher percent to find genius. Because genius is the one that kicks it into overdrive, right? What's this mulligan all the time? Just, I mean, that's why I like a lot of early game in Warlock. It's so secure. Almost as old as John Stamos now. Kaladar, welcome back. Thank you for the 44 months. Very much appreciated, my man. Stamos, that's been a while. And his name is John Stamos. Hog is back. Thank you, Hog. Any Stamos in the chat? Take a bit of extra damage, but get this developed. Ooh. That's a little bit annoying. But at the same time, they made a totem on 3, so is it annoying? Not really. It's not really annoying. Why did you remove John Stamos? It's a good question. All right. I have mana. I should play things.
Don't keep your thoughts to yourself.
I am the storm of your demise.
Need the other one. Three, 5, 6, 7.
That's an upgrade. Probably.
Cards are gonna matter here. Cards are gonna matter.
Smell like a sporely.
We have the board, they're overloaded. Their way back in the game is big AoE at some point. Cards matter more than putting more small stuff on the board.
Business is booming.
Business is booming!
More like a wisp than a warden. Smell like a sporely. I like to think they teach me.
I still like the idea of getting more cards here. Still afraid of getting AoE'd. Initiation is rather clean.
I must consider.
Their AoE is 3 to everything, right? No, 4 to everything as well.
Not too quickly.
You don't pick
quickly.
Trying to find a nice balance between pressure, value, and trying to play around the AoE a little bit. It's too much. Oh, I needed to put it on the Mana Saber. I did that bad. I did that poorly. I still don't hate our position because we tapped so much. Dragonheimen over Nyxia. Well, Demon Hunter has Cycle, which would really own an Nyxia, so I don't want to do that. And I can play this, you know, a little bit more flexible. 7, 10, 13.
Overcharged and ready to fight.
Somewhat of an interesting position. You could go for the free kill here and then heal it up. There's nothing really wrong with playing it slightly slower, because if you go face and they have the healing, then they might get some really good trades out of that. So I guess I will do that. Oh, Grave Rune is kind of the lockdown here, right? They've discovered a spell off that. I can't kill it off anymore. It would specifically have to be Hex, which would be really good. That's really annoying if that hurts, if that hits here.
Never skip dig day.
Oh, that's almost batshit crazy, right? Almost. If you draft Athletic Studies and you pick Valfiend, you can play it for 1 mana and keep the reduction for your next rush. I don't know what Athletic Studies does then, Stein. Because it would... Yeah, what's the text on it? Discover a rush minion, yeah. Next one costs 1 less. Yeah, but why does Valfiend for 1 preserve the discount? That's what I don't understand yet, I guess. This doesn't work, but Genius is just so strong that I keep it and just try to find a way. Dormant minions are bugged. Oh! And of course Blizzard hasn't fixed that yet, because Keck W. Genius finds a way. Oh, most definitely does. There was a meta where Flame Imp was unplayable because this was everywhere. This is exactly why. Oh, this hurts so much. But everyone that makes use of the book, don't they get permabanned afterwards then? Isn't that like normal? You know, a little bit of permaban. A little bit of permaban in the morning. The rush is kind of nice. No shenanigans available. I don't know, Raven. It's also very, very early. If there is a place, it would be HS Replay. This is an excellent renew. Like a really, really good renew. But... maybe no buts. Yeah, I'm gonna take it. It's too good. I don't want to let this go. The main thing I fear is that they will have a Scorpion to shoot this. I really don't want that to happen. So this is gonna cost 4 next turn. Maybe I'll just go for a trade and a tap, and next turn I get to play this for 5. I also get this down to 2, but it's not exciting enough. That's a weird, weird play, and I'm not sure if it's right. Just trying to continuously balance things here.
Got something to hide?
Alright, things are working out so far, that's nice. Akanar, thanks so much for the 54 months. Dual class, absolutely. Having a good time. Pairing the classes who have dual cards is a good tip on what to pick. Not really. Like Stein said, the main thing is you want to look for the classes with the good hero power at the end. So depending on the meta, right, Rogue is either excellent or just pretty good. Warlock is usually also excellent or at least pretty good. Demon Hunter, that's bound to be at least decent, right? Druid, okay-ish, fine. Mage is almost always great. So that's usually how you go about it. Keep it. It's pretty aggressive. Shadow Council's weird here. Yeah, Warrior and Priest, not great hero powers, so generally want them afterwards. I might not be able to get away with just playing down a card versus 7-0.
X marks the spot.
Isn't Priest hero power good-ish? No, you need the board for it, right? Then it's good. Did you use the Shadow Council? Yeah, we've used the Shadow Council. If we killed that, I could have lived with it.
I have trained for days.
Yeah, go ahead. What? Holy shit, they actually Oh my god, that's crazy. And scary. Crazy and scary.
I must consider.
I think I really want to have a Hellfire in the hand here.
Hoo-hoo, yeah, you got it.
Probably.
They've already shown they're not really shy of spreading and going face.
You've got me fired up.
17 health. Shadow Council's really poop in this deck. Too much good early game, right? Almost never want to play it. It could be used to trigger the taunt effect here if we really don't want to Hellfire. If we hit a coil off the top, then we're popping off. Thinking about maybe pre-hitting the 3-6 here, I suppose. That kind of game, okay. I could technically play both Foul Fiends and then Shadow Cancel to get taunt and kill the 3-4, and then have the Foul Fiends pop up. I think I can live with that. Hopefully we get a Foul Fiend here to drop. Yeah, oh, actual Foul Fiend. I was referring to the other one, but... Okay. Alright, 4-4 lifesteal has to carry. Please don't have removal for that. Twin Slice again. No. Okay. Oh, no, they have the thing that deals 4 when you're... Oh, that's so dumb! How do you have the exact counter here, bro? That's so dumb. Lifesteal coming in clutch. Lifesteal not doing shit. I have to summon a 6-4 and not tap, I think. Never playing Pit Lord. Disgusting though, like very, very, very good face deck. And just a shame that we have the Shadow Console kind of absorbing a slot there. What can you do? Just not draft it next time we have early game, right? Just sort of unplayable. Ooh, my God. Is that the draw of the game? All right, let's see. I'm healing for 8. I might be able to play Pit Lord now. No, I'll still just play Batrider, I think. If this gets to attack again, we could play... I don't know, it's a 7-8, right? What's my main problem here? My main problem is this kills one. They're not getting through the other one, and yeah. No, I should play this. I can lose by not playing this, right? It's a 7-8 tempo-wise. That's just... It's too strong. I need this to be able to trade into whatever they play. Okay, they're refueling. But that means we get another 8 health. That's huge. Apotheosis is such an incredible anti-aggro card. It's brutal. It really is. Got a Shadow Root Pain. Doesn't do that much. Tap is suddenly an option again. That's nice. Evil Genius. On the Batrider, potentially. This has to die, right?
I must consider.
What if I pain the 2-1 and then 7 and 2 in here and then just bat? That's pretty solid as well. Yeah, this is just lifesteal, right? Lifesteal. And then the buff, making it kill the 4-8. It's huge. Definitely lucked out with that draw. Okay, no more lifesteal. 0 mana flesh giant, yeah.
I have trained for days.
It's a bit of an annoying evil genius. I don't think we play it.
I must consider.
I like my 5-2. Don't tyrant me, please. With that early game, it should. They may have discovered tyrants, right? Okay.
You cannot break the broken.
More blades. Yep. Here it is. Here it is. Tapping's starting to get a little dangerous. But we need options. Oh, baby. Sacrificing the infiltrator could actually work out really well. Because you might find the rush to rush to 8 in here and still pop 7. But let's say it hits here. Okay, so let's assume that we don't do that play. What's the play then? Flesh Giant, Taunt, Trade, Sit. Which is fine. That's just it. Just fine, though. This still gets traded into, right? I think we'll settle for just fine. I don't have time anymore. Actually, I don't think I want to settle for just fine, but I don't have time anymore. I could actually not trade, right? I could just hold it. But then they might do some crazy stuff buffing it. Bagrill, thank you so much for the 51. Welcome back. Very much appreciated. I think I pussied out here and I shouldn't have. Because they can just hero power, smack smack. That's not good. Very much appreciated, Bob. Welcome back. Good to have you. Some dual class arena. Yeah, I think I needed to take the chance. And I think that maybe preemptively trading is not the perfect one. It's fine. It doesn't matter what we could have done. We're now in this spot. Just play the game. Just need a Hawksteed here. That'd be great. Coil, be very useful. Dread Infernal, very nice. No soul fragments, and that's a death target. Mana Saber. Too many good draws in the deck to not try. Hey, we found the Infernal. That's scary because of Inner Fire, but that's Twin Slice, right? And that is Mage Scribe, so... Mage Scribe gives them Druid spells? Either way, I don't think it matters. I think you always play this and you always just death, and whatever happens, happens after this. This is it, right? That's what you got. That's it. If they kill us, they kill us. We shouldn't have really had a chance this game anyway, but Apotheosis put us in a very winnable spot. Mm-hmm. 3 mana, they can't do it. We did it, chat. Wow. Yeah, he really just went for the throat there immediately. Just super face, super face. Priest and Warlock? Hey, you don't like Warlock, man? Warlock's usually very, like, smork tap. Yeah. Council winning again? Sure, yeah, I'll cancel. Let's try to get Monkulus. Studies in 1, sure. Spellkin on 4. Yeah. And Priest 1 mana cards. We can get renews and stuff. Coin Valfiend. That's nasty. Yeah, that was really good, Ba. I enjoyed that. Is this the same druids? I doubt it, but I can check. Check on Aegis replay as well. Oops. No, it is not the same one. A lot of different options here. I want my lucky. Bomber feels really bad. But it means that the Valfiend goes to 2, which means the Spellkin challenges it, which means there's not a small minion lying around for the Infiltrator to run into. Whereas if we go for Conjure instead or tap, Spellkin won't kill the Valfiend, and there's going to be more small targets for Infiltrator around. Flesh Giant actually benefiting from that Bomber a little bit. We also have this combo, right, for dealing 2 damage. Coiling a 1/1? Yeah. I think Juke would agree here, because we needed options. Alright, healing for 5 is really not the worst thing in Warlock, and Holy Smite is great tempo, so that's a good spellkin overall. You could do better than this, of course, but Warlock doesn't hate getting healed. Feels like pure shit, man. I just want Juke back. Right. Healing for 5 reduces Flesh Giant. That's true. I'll keep that in mind. Alright, so first instinct is play the 2/6, kill the 1/3. But, as we mentioned, we have options. We can smite to kill 1. We can rush out another, but let's just save that flexibility. You tried the Holy Smite face for lethal? Yeah. Not anymore. Those days are over. Power of the Wild. Power of the Wild is good. But we can finish quite a bit of them with the pings. But it is true. Oh. So I just need to keep these guys alive or we're gonna have a bad time. And they can next turn AoE them. We have the Reaver for Mechtherodon, so it's not that big a deal if it does awaken. But it is a little scary. Monka scary, if you will.
I must consider.
I think we're just getting hit with the 4 damage AoE next turn. I want to be able to place something.
Don't keep your thoughts to yourself.
That's really, really good. Yeah, not this time. They can hero power for 1, right, and still clear this. I'll just heal phase then. Oh, I can't heal a minion with this anyway. Our hand is way too good for cancel. This is premium. We need this after they AoE down the Wardens. This is going to be very cheap. Okay, imagine not having the AoE. We can rush an 8/8 into that. Maybe it's cycle? Yeah, it could be cycle. Can renew phase. We don't have a renew anymore, do we? Oh, you mean if we draw into renew? Sure. I don't think I want to tap more than I want to put a 2/5 down, right? The thing is, for cycle, we are going to need Hellfire as well. That's a bit of a tricky... Oh, we just killed them though, right? Yeah, we just kind of killed them through cycle. Yeah. 12. Oh no, this... Yeah, we don't have enough. It's only 15. Mechtherodon would kill the cycle things. Oh, destroy all enemy minions and awaken. Okay. Then that's no problem. Then we just Reaver. You're right.
Our enemies will fall.
Can you get a spell?
Keep him banished! Keep him banished! I found a new source of power.
Okay, game. Sure. That's definitely the card I went for. Oh my god. I want to watch the replay on that. I swear I was over to Hellfire. I was definitely over to Hellfire, and then it swapped to the other one. Ah! I was definitely over to Hellfire. Alright. Never know how close he was to getting Mechtherodon for a moment. Clip it, yeah. Clip it, ship it, send it to somewhere. Play Hellfire anyway. Kikadoo. Oh, I could have killed him with... Oh, because the Hellfire thing also deals damage to face, right? But then I give him the 12/12. That sounds bad, right?
The light shall bring victory.
This one's tempting. Priest Druid. I think we look for the homunculus. Okay. Potential. Little slow right now. Need another card to make it all work. There we go. No longer slow. Just a little clunky now. Need a top deck here. A lot of options again for 4. We can just put a 3/6 down. We can put the 3/5 down. We can maybe find a small minion and Evil Genius. I think Mana Saber on 4, so we have 6 mana on 5, is better than Mana Saber on 3 to have 5 mana on 4, because we don't spend 5 mana very easily right now. If we want to get around a huge Power of the Wild, we can just proactively get the Scorpion out on the 1/1. But I think just getting the Hot Head out and then Hellfiring next turn is probably okay if it gets out of hand. This is fun though. I'm enjoying just trying out some new meta, like from the start. The last one I kind of just jumped in and, you know, had to figure it out on the fly. I don't love our positioning here though. Position, I suppose. Yeah. Don't love our position. Okay, Apotheosis. Yeah, Druids with priest buff cards. That seems pretty fun.
That's an upgrade. Probably.
So what are we looking at? 4 and 1. We can just trade into the 4/5 and Scorpion it. That's one play. We can play the Mana Saber and kill the 2/1. We can Hellfire, but I'm not a big fan of that. Hellfire doesn't really end that well for us. If we go for the Mana Saber and kill the 2/1, the 4/5 will likely finish off the 3/6. 3 for its face. I think just working on reducing the number of minions they have is priority. Even though we won't get the Mana Saber down then. Because we also line up Scorpion to deal with the next threat or the 3/4. And we increase the chance that another minion is going to trade, which will reduce the overall damage to face we take. This is all about slowing them down. They've made it somewhat clear that they're more lower curve buff, want to hit you in the face kind of deck. And compared to them, we are definitely a bit more controlly. We have Initiation, we have AoE. So we just need to try to slow the game down. That's super annoying. But also an amazing initiation target if we get to it. Shadow or Death is almost really good. We don't have a way to increase the damage. Yeah, this is one of those very awkward moments where you just have to play this and hope you're going to be fine. We're going to ramp into 7 mana, which is not 8. 8 is not good. We need them to buff it with Power of the Wild and then us Death tempo swing next turn. How do we go about this? Next turn, Mana Saber hits here. We can trade here. Maybe Death another target. Hellfire just doesn't work. Genius doesn't work. Okay. I wouldn't put our chances of winning very high. Savage Roar is already 16 damage. So, super scary. Explore very conveniently as well. Just ducks the Shadow or Death. That was a great top deck for them. We have Initiation. Probably need to use it on that. Might have to keep the 3/5 stealth. Ooh, Apotheosis. Okay. Let's look at other stuff now. If we Apotheosis, we can get 4 mana. We can trade the 5/2 into the 4/8, then Hellfire. Then no, that doesn't work because I can't Apotheosis the Tiger. It might still just be Initiation, very plain and simple. 5/2 into the 4/8, Initiation and pass. We can Apotheosis the Divine Shields and Death It. That sounds awful. No, definitely not. That's awful. You give up your lifesteals. No. No way. I think it's just the very, very kind of plain and simple here, where we just make a 4/8. Like, there's no way, unless it's an absolutely problematic, cannot deal with it any other way, there's no way we're gonna Apotheosis Shadow or Death. It defeats the whole purpose of the 2 mana tempo swing from the death. It takes away your lifesteal and your buff. It's just no. Never. Like, that one you can talk about, right? Like, if you cannot deal with it any other way, it is a possibility. If I Apotheosis the 3/5, we go to 5 mana after I attack. This will cost 6 mana. It's unfortunate. If I Hellfire, this goes to 6. Apotheosis does not kill it. I could Evil Genius the Homunculus and just pray, but removing the 2/5 taunt feels kind of troll. I think I start by tapping and see if I find something useful from that. Because I really like the Apotheosis. I really hate this, but I think I pass. I don't think eating my 2/5 taunt gives me a higher chance to win. Could be very wrong. We just needed to hit something that wasn't the Hellfire. Just regular small mana cards. We have a ton of them here. Even a Valfiend would have been fine to fill out the mana. Next turn is very likely to be a Flesh Giant turn. What if you played Giant and passed and saved Apotheosis on Giant for Yuchio? That'd be good. I just expected to hit something here off the tap. Broom. So they're killing the Mana Saber. So this won't get cheaper here. Need a coil here. Coil is huge. Valfiend 1 turn late. Double Hellfire will put the Giant at 3. We can't exactly risk giving them another dragon, I think. Unless the play is to play a Dreadlord. Dreadlord might be just better for us. And then try to Shadow or Death a problematic dragon. This is getting rough though. But I think it is Dreadlord actually. The more I look at it, double Hellfire. Like Hellfire Coil, I'm on board, right? Hellfire Coil will allow us to play Valfiend, so we have a bit of board. But killing it sucks though, just feeding him dragons. Here we go, just Malagos, Polymorph, win the game, right? It's just disgusting. That was too fast, right? Yep. It's too annoying that you just very, very randomly just get a skeletal dragon and win the game off it. That's just that. Yeah, a card like this should never exist. Like, stupid, right? What the hell? It's just one of those cards that had to be printed for constructed, I guess. because otherwise it wouldn't be strong enough to be played, which is ridiculous. Yeah, it's fine. We're just done here. They played Skeletal Dragon. It's too weak for constructed. Yeah, it's just they just ruin an entire format with printing these cards to try and have a chance that people in constructed would play it. Because if you print this with Arena in mind, you are smoking crack, right? There's no way that ever gets printed with Arena in mind. Oh well, it's fine. It happens. Probably didn't play that super well either.
Anduin versus Tyrande.
You give me strength.
The light shall bring victory.
Arena in mind and other funny tales you can tell at parties. Going first, I think we really want Homunculus. Unfortunate. Yeah, it's just one of those cards that just feels needlessly strong. It's like, why do you need Taunt? Why do you need 9 health? Right, it's just... Generating a dragon every turn is a very, very powerful tool. You shouldn't need to buff it into oblivion. We're going to lose this. Oh my god.
You here for the tour?
Guess I might coil. They got a ping for 0 right now.
I must consider.
Yeah, I think so. Coil, tap, Hellfire, 5 mana giant. Thinking more along the line of, yeah, the playable lackey. Whoa, pinging that? Okay. Let's see. That's not good. Just keep pinging away.
Fireball ready.
I'll try to pay some attention for this game. See if we can wrap up the run nicely. Don't think I was... I think I made some mistakes last game. Playing sloppy.
Pick the one, silly.
Playing with 2/6, not great, but also not the worst. Evolve Lackey really letting us down there. Needed to get the 2-drop Lackey. Needed to get the 2-damage Lackey or something like that. But maybe with the Flesh Giant, Evolve Lackey comes in, or maybe we have to sacrifice her for Genius anyway. Try to keep it in mind. It's a 5/5, one thief. Hellfire looks like it might be playable here. They're going all the way, okay. They're always damaging their 5/5 here though, right? Or do they have another thing they want to use? The Hellfires are definitely feeling a bit clunky, but yeah, with this kind of deck we knew that. It's ping face, or they got another thing? Don't know why they traded with that, right? Shadow of Death, good tempo swing. Might just have to eat the Evolve Lackey and then try to get another tempo Lackey here. Off the Evil Genius. Hellfire feels really awkward. I could go for studies, but I think trying to get a lackey to play is better. It's a real shame. I'll play the spell lackey here, I guess. Or do I play studies to get a tyrant for 7? That could be really sweet. Onyxia for 8 against Priest Mage. This is 3 mana. I'll take the Ani. Just Mally and Arena always a bit iffy, and you know, it's blowing up our own health. Doesn't feel great. This is more just a longer term thing, I guess. We can rush the Flesh Giants soon. Maybe I needed to focus on getting an extra damage on my face that turn. Silence, Lazul Scheme, Grave Rune. Grave Rune's definitely sort of the easier value one. Could try to get silence for Proto Drake. I don't think I can play a Grave Rune with what I'm getting. Okay. Are we tapping? Yes, we are. Took the silence for some kind of a tempo swing somewhere. I know it's really vague, but maybe a Proto Drake, maybe a good death rattle like the 5/6 dragon. I just looked at this hand and yeah, normally it's the Grave Rune, but I just didn't see it here. Like I don't see where the Grave Rune gets us there. All right, so we have Silence Trade, Hellfire is a play, and then you have Sen'jin against this thing. That's already very playable, so we'll have that as our backup line. What else do we have? We can rush our Flesh Giants. Trade. That's 1 mana left. This thing survives. That sounds bad. Making use of the Hellfire and also simultaneously discounting the Flesh Giants does sound okay. We're going into turn 8. They have, what is this? Brightwing card and spell damage minion, so 2 randoms. Yeah, I think I sort of like the Hellfire line. It's also nice to get this out of the way. Do I trade or do I get 1 face? I guess I trade. It goes to 1. Might force them to, or might make them want to trade it into this engine. A bit preemptive, maybe. I think that so many people pick Grave Rune there, and I think most of the time it's wrong, just because your hand does value already. You have an Ani in your hand that you don't really know when to play. That's a bit of a shame, right? We'd like to silence that, but otherwise the play wouldn't have worked. If we play Onyxia, we cannot rush her. That's very interesting, right? It's interesting how that works. We have a Flesh Giant for 5 right now. Can we get good tempo out of that somehow? Doesn't feel like it yet. Giving them Dreadlord like that kind of sucks. Onyxia trade the Taunt and Pray is hopeful. But I think I want to keep the big Taunt for when it's not getting chunked by an 8/8. I could also go Bomber, Steed, and Flesh Giant, but I don't really need any of that right now. I do assume AoE here. And then maybe Onyxia finishes off the Proto Drake. And then a rushed Flesh Giant deals with the next thing. I don't like our position. It's always so nice to be able to slam a Proto Drake and when you're ahead on board.
I wonder.
It's very problematic to defend against. But hey, sometimes it doesn't high roll. We also have the Steed to deal with the, I say Steed, I guess Piggy, right? And we have the Piggy to deal with the Reborn 7-drop, right? The Flesh Giant can go into the first half. The Steed, the Piggy can kill the 1 HP one. Okay, that's not as bad as it initially looked. Are there any sort of Hellfire shenanigans? 2 into here, 1 into here. Hellfire puts the Flesh Giant to 4. Still allows for Flesh Giant rush to deal with the next thing. What if we don't Hellfire? We'd have to trade all the small things into the Drake. See what we get. We would rush the Giant to the next one. That allows the 5 to go face. It's 5 face instead of 3. Hellfire does reduce the Onyxia to 1. That's actually not so great there, right? We do have Piggy as well. Could also just taunt and rush the taunt into here. Okay, I think I will just trade the little guys into... I don't love the Hellfire anymore. We will see what happens here. Alright, so that's an 8 into 8. That's not the worst. I think I might just rush the taunt in here. And try to get something done with the lifesteal. That was a difficult turn. A lot of different options were laid out. I think the main thing I don't like is that the Onyxia goes to 1 if we Hellfire and trade it into the 4, so the Onyxia is already dead to the ping. So we lose a lot of value there. And by rushing the taunt this way, a polymorph hurts less. Just removal in general hurts less. And they kind of want to use it on the lifesteal portion of the taunt anyway. Okay. Another Proto Drake. We're getting our lifesteal. That's big.
I am only more deadly.
We're on 14 damage here. We have a Shadow Council. That might be the play. We got a 1 into 1. We got an 8-3 into the 8-8. We probably just want to take that. Can we get locked out really badly here? We definitely can. I think we are tapping.
Must consider.
My main problem is, what if they get Antonidas or so? Then not having the 5 to attack is really bad. But if they get a really nasty taunt, then we really wish that we attack this first. I guess Tony is just Tony, right? I think I want to see what comes out of this before I Shadow Council. Alright, just an ooze, which is not the worst thing. But definitely not a big threat. Okay. And then now, with the lifesteal health we're gaining and might still be gaining, we can start tapping and get more cards. Got an 8-8 on the board. Definitely a different experience to play the game like this compared to how I've been playing for the past few weeks for the most part. A little bit more just on instinct and relaxing. This is just very actively playing Hearthstone. It's just using the time that's given to you to think about what could happen, how you can handle it. was the best thing. And the sad thing is that this doesn't do that much in just a given game, but you really notice it over the course of many games for the sample size. But you can do a lot of this work and still have a game where you couldn't have won. Alright, so now they have 2 random legendaries. Overall, we're feeling pretty good. Aeon Reaver might just have to be kept for Deathwing in a way, because it doesn't kill the Reform yet. But let's think about it for a moment. Ooh, okay. That is too juicy to pass up, I think. It really sucks though, right? So let's consider what if there is... Let's say there is no Deathwing, and I play around it by trading the 8/8 in, and I go face, and my development isn't great. Obviously, my chance to win goes down, but does it go down significantly to justify not playing around Deathwing? They still have ping, so I still just lose an 8-1. My development is kind of ass. Yeah, okay, so we just do it. It's too clean. It's too good. It's too nice. And then the Deathwing beat is very unfortunate, but they can have any other problematic legendary where I just didn't get an extra 8 face in and I allowed them to ping off in 8 and 1, and then I'm suddenly in a much more difficult position. Whereas the Deathwing is just the one card where it's really unfortunate that we use the Reaver, but for pretty much every other legendary we just prefer to have a stronger board and go phase.
What is Elun's will?
This game did look pretty tough at some point. Varanus, but no Arcane Explosion. Still looking at 16. Okay, GG. Alright, let's look back at chat. You can give the 8/8 Divine Shield. Yeah, but at the same time you don't set up lethal then, or do you? Maybe you do. Well, you wouldn't here, but yeah. Okay, so I do agree that just Divine Shielding is the middle option, which could have been better. But you're not going to see everything every time, right? That's just also the case. Okay, so go into the bathroom, coffee and stuff, and get started.
Anduin versus Maiev.
None can escape my fury.
Light smiles upon the just.
Yeah, I think Divine Shielding is better, but I just didn't see it. That's because I'm not really used to the Arc Merchants yet. Haven't played with it as much as other people.
I must consider.
Not too quickly.
Rogue Warlock, okay.
Weld it down, lock it up.
Mana Saber allows us to play Reaver next turn.
Not too quickly.
Mana Saber on 4 allows us to play Initiation. I usually like it more to Mana Saber into a 6 instead of a 5. Might just get a sweet Hellfire if they go ham. Might just have to take that as well. Hellfire kills a 3-1 and a 2-2. That's what the Mana Saber would do. Deal. So Reaver for tempo or Mana Saber if we don't need it. Doesn't look like we'll need it.
Guys, I can't move.
Mana Saber will allow for the Murozond to come out next turn. If Murozond's effect goes off, do I get the buffs of the Scrap Imp or not?
Smell like a sporely.
I do not, okay. So the main thing I'm looking at right now is, do I want to give myself the opportunity to play Murozond next turn by just playing the 3-5 instead of the 2-6? I think I do, just in case they play something that I'm like, wow, I really want that. But it's not super likely. I think it can come out later as well. I guess other part of it, the 3-5 does challenge the other 3-5 a bit better because we have a 2-2.
My brood will survive.
Reaver is actually really nice here. It's actually not as nice. I was looking at it from a, oh, it just kills the taunt. But it doesn't just kill the taunt. Just trade an initiation on the taunt is fair. It keeps the option to Murozond. Next turn, there should be a spread. Many cards for Murozond, / being able to use Shadow or Death. Like, I like the Reaver. Maybe I just Murozond and get the taunt on board. No, I think we're fine. Back online. I know, it would be okay either way, I think. I guess what Murozond would allow us to do is next turn play Shadow or Death and Reaver. Assuming this is alive, which has the same conditions. Maybe Murozond is better, right? I get an 8-8 and a 4-6, and I'm allowed to spread. Okay, never mind. They're just chilling. Destroy a minion. Okay, never mind then. This is on 3 because they played Saboteur. Check for how many minions got buffed. I didn't know that was a thing.
I must consider.
Man, I really want to tap and play the 2-6. This is mighty awkward. Holy crap. What am I missing here? What is the play? You're not killing off a 4-4 for some lackeys. The play is just a 2-6 and sit. Is it ever tempo 2-2? My instinct says no. Because I really like the ability to eat the next lucky to just keep going. I have Shadow or Death as well to try and recover on tempo. It's also the option that we get a really good Evil Genius on this, where we get to attack something and then blow it up. They might not account for that. Sure. Deal 1 damage to a random minion. Battlecry, discover a dragon, but I won't get that, right? I won't get the dragon? Correct? It does say play, but...
We are friends now. Hello, friend.
Okay. Might be time to take the 3 damage off the tap and maybe just Reaver the 3-2. They're playing it patient. This is the part where we have to be afraid to fall behind on board. We hit a renew. There is going to be the Murazon turn, right? And we'll know it when we see it. Could be it. Needed 1 more mana then, right? Oh my god. Okay. Murazon, get Grom. Divine Shield and Rage Grom. Kill their Grom. Our board is phenomenal. Yes.
You think this is your time? It is mine. That's an upgrade. Probably.
That's the turn. Trade Betrayal does a lot of work. So they don't have it. Emote first. In dual class arena, there's no such thing as a sure win, really. You can just pull all kinds of weird combos. Decent turn, yeah, decent turn. Yeah, and we killed their Grom, that's the big one.
Better be something good.
18, 21. Can't coil.
I must consider.
Guess I could renew either the Grom or the Murazons. Probably the Grom. Lethal possibly, yeah. Could also renew my face, but I think the Grom makes more sense.
I wonder.
Close-ish, but not yet.
Not too quickly.
More like a waste. Your time has come.
Board states are just nasty. We still have these Genius in hand, but we kept getting playable cards, so I don't think it's that bad to keep them. Lackeys are just so powerful. Coil the face and do it last so we draw. Nice. Music? Hey, I don't really play the music anymore because it's copyright, so I can't put it on YouTube if I play music during the room.
Victory. The light shall bring victory.
Steed is great. Works with Genius as well. I think I have to keep it. Don't think we can look for a Homunculus. Give us the 2 damage lucky. Can't complain too much about that. Should really put it here for Direwolf. Gotta make a habit out of that. I'm guessing that's going to die. With a brain freeze. Yeah. Apotheosis is still reasonable here. And we get the Faceless Lackey. Man, if they didn't kill it, that'd be fun. We could go Shadow Console. Alright, so I get a 4/5 lifesteal. Lifesteal part doesn't really matter. But the buff is just clean. Oh, order. Brain Freeze just phenomenal there. So far they've had an extremely good opening in terms of tempo with being able to heal the 3/4 and having the 1 mana deal 3. Luckily we had Piggy into Genius and we're recovering all the tempo with the free 2-drop. Well, not free, but you know what I mean. Oh, sure. It's fine. Funny thing is Shadow Council does allow you to trade, so we might just do Shadow Council and play whatever we get. Makes sense. This is not as great. This is good, but just keeping it for that is probably not enough. Tempo baby. Think we're still tapping with this hand. We're gonna run out of cards very quick. Well, I mean, I have a 6. We could just go all the way. The 4/7 Dormant always hits the board, no matter what I tap into and all that. And then the question is, do you want to play both of these or just one of these and draw a card? I think I'm inclined to draw one of these in the card. We just have to wait for our tempo quite a bit, but that's okay. I think I'm going to develop the 4 damage. It is still a priest, so we will trade for buffs.
Is it cold in the shadows?
1 mana Nesting Rock's pretty good. I thought so too. I thought so too. Shadow Council doing things. If we find the right moment for it, it's pretty nice. Just because you can get those 1-drops, so you recover some tempo there, and then later on you just get the bigger demons with big stats. Free trade, sure. I don't know if they know what they want to do. We're killing a 4/2 for Genius. I guess that's fair. Draconic Lackey and 4-drop. Probably just play the 3/5 then. Draconic Lackey makes sense to try and fish for Tyrant for next turn to deal with the Grave Rune. The Spirit Jailer makes sense in terms that it doesn't die to Flame Strike, so I guess we'll go ahead and play it. Alright, can't forget about my 1 damage phase here. Hey, Turnable, cheers. We got a lot of goodies in the deck now to tap into. No, they're done. Okay. It's a little bit of a... I mean, yeah, if they don't have a great hand, then yeah, look at this board. That's super silly. Okay. Yeah, it does always make a difference for me to just sit down and just start talking and thinking. It's very easy to start thinking like, well, you know, how hard can it be? Just spend your mana, do this, do that. But there's always like this one small moment here or there where you can change the course of the game. There was a lot of doubt towards picking the one